move on to the second question,
Okay.
which is an interesting one, and I know you'll have lots to say about it. How do you handle challenges, life's difficult situations? Do you have a particular mindset or approach?
I'm not good at confrontation.
You're not good at confrontation, okay.
I'm not good at it. I found that my best battle, I have to choose my battles.
Mhm.
And I do sometimes. I'm verbose, so I can battle if I have to. But for the most part, I see the other person's point of view as well as am able, and I'll decide for myself whether or not I can change that point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And often I realize
Can't.
I can't. So I leave well enough alone,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's not a good match with me, I cut it off.
And when life gives you challenges, or there are those obstacles, what is your approach? Do you head it right on, or do you step back and assess? What would you say is your
I'm not terribly.
go-to?
I'm intuitive, so
Mhm.
I'm rather impulsive. I tend to, I think, act before I think. I don't act out, though.
That's good. That's good. So you have, you're aware.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
aware.
yeah. It's honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that I don't want hostility.
Right.
Something that's going to last and be a lasting reproach to myself for not being understanding enough. As an actor, you investigate people who are not like you.
Right, and you can't
And
judge.
so I kind of like to find people like that because I might need it sometime.
Exactly, so that you have that first-hand experience.
Yes.
And the curiosity.
Curiosity is such a good point.
Curiosity, and with the curiosity comes that open mind. An open mind to try to put yourself in their shoes, or try to see it from their point of view. Sometimes it's impossible, but sometimes it can kind of be a bridge of sorts.
Mm-hmm. If you make it one.
Yes, if
but
you
have
choose to.
You have to decide to do that.
Right, it's a choice.
In fact, you reminded me of my first interview with Lee Strassberg. He said, "Why do you want to be an actor?" And I said, it hadn't really occurred to me. Why do I want to be an actor?
Mm-hmm.
And sort of off the top of my head, I said, because I'm curious. And he said, report to my secretary. It's 2:00 at the President Theater. He admitted me to his class immediately on the basis of that answer.
Wow, there you go. You had like a core. There was like that's a very, yeah. I'm glad, yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't get too much out of his class.
Oh, okay.
He sat there in judgment,
Yes. The big ego.
I was anorexic at the time, and he said, "How much do you weigh?" I said, 96 pounds. "How tall are you?" 5'7.5". The class kind of gasped. He said, "Gain weight." I mean, that was his answer to
your acting prowess.
My acting prowess.
Well, okay, moving on. Yeah. That's very good. So I think we have a nice blueprint of handling challenges. Then we move on to the third question, which is
a funny question.
A funny question, exactly.
Yeah.
What gets you up out of bed in the morning?
Not much.
You like it cozy.
The nice part about being my age and being retired from being an actor, being retired from being a violinist, so I don't have to get up and practice 6 hours a day in order to be able to conquer this new part, or going to auditions.
Yes.
I guess force of habit is what gets me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not used to lying in bed. But I can. I like to, and this is the privilege of being as old as I am.
Mm-hmm.
I can if I want to, and I can see it coming in days to come. I think that's what's going to happen. I just won't get up.
Mm.
I think that's might be what happens next. This chapter of my life that I'm going through right now, I'm still healthy, and I get up because I've arranged tickets to go to the Philharmonic rehearsal, or to meet a friend to go to a museum,
Yes.
or something like that. I set up my life.
And you read the New York Times every day.
Every day, all the way
day.
from kiver to kiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
God, I wish sometimes I didn't, because
I know the news is so awful. But, yeah, well, we all, we have our phases in the life, and we travel through them. But while we're here, we make the most of it. And
Yes.
our relationships probably get us through, because it keeps us externalizing.
yes, and empathizing. Empathy is such a big one.
I mean, I have to admit, of all the people I know, you are such a bright spot in keeping that curiosity and that interest. I think that's what has always attracted me to you, because you're always curious. And enthusiastic to understand, know.
Oh, I wanted to say one more thing about that.
Of course.
Which is that being retired does not mean lying around in bed.
Right.
There's a triangle. There's the playwright, there's the actor, and there's the audience member.
Ah, yes.
And it's a triangle that works dynamically, and the audience member is just as important to that triangle.
So you are.
I am the appreciator.
That's your role in life.
That's what I do
time.
now. That's what I do now.
Well, we're very grateful that you do. And thank you. We appreciate you being here.
I appreciate
and thank
you being
you
here.
so much for being with us. If you've enjoyed this wisdom chat, please consider subscribing to the channel, like, comment, tell us what you thought, and thank you again, Helen-Jean.
Thank you,
this
my
was
dear.
an absolute pleasure. And until next time.